Digging through the snow. Why starting to write on LinkedIn is often the hardest step. Many professionals understand that LinkedIn has become an important platform for professional visibility, networking, and career opportunities. Yet despite this awareness, a large number of experienced professionals hesitate to publish their first post. The barrier is rarely technical knowledge, more often, it is psychological. A small observation from everyday life illustrates this dynamic surprisingly well. I recently saw a short video of a small dog trying to leave its house after a heavy snowfall. The snow outside was high, almost blocking the exit. Instead of waiting for the snow to melt, the dog began digging a small tunnel through it and ran outside. A few moments later it returned, completely covered in snow like a moving snowball, shook the snow off, and happily went back inside. This simple moment captures something essential about starting to write on LinkedIn. The psychological barrier to posting. One of the main reasons professionals avoid publishing content is the fear of evaluation. Research in social psychology suggests that individuals often avoid visible actions when they anticipate judgment from others. Leary, 1983. On LinkedIn, this fear often appears as questions such as, what if no one engages with my post? What if my ideas are not good enough? What will colleagues think? These concerns create a perceived barrier that feels larger than it actually is. In reality, the biggest obstacle is often simply the first step. The first post creates momentum. Behavioral research shows that initiating a new behavior is typically the most difficult stage of habit formation. Wood and Neal, 2007. Once individuals take the first step, repetition becomes significantly easier. The same applies to writing on LinkedIn. The first post is rarely perfect, but it breaks the psychological barrier between silent observation and active participation. From that point forward, writing becomes a process of experimentation, reflection, and gradual improvement. Over time, consistent posting can help professionals clarify their ideas and position themselves within professional conversations. LinkedIn as a signal of professional identity. From a sociological perspective, public professional communication also functions as a signal of competence and engagement. According to signaling theory, individuals communicate their capabilities through observable actions that others interpret as indicators of expertise. Spence, 1973. Publishing thoughtful posts on LinkedIn can therefore signal several things simultaneously: intellectual engagement with industry topics, willingness to contribute to professional discourse, confidence in one's professional perspective. Research on personal branding further suggests that visible expertise can strengthen professional reputation and expand career opportunities. Labrecque, Marcos, and Milne, 2011. Progress rarely looks perfect. Returning to the image of the dog in the snow, one additional lesson stands out. Meaningful action rarely looks polished in its early stages. Professionals sometimes delay posting because they want their first contribution to be perfectly formulated. However, learning research suggests that expertise develops through iteration and reflective practice. Kolb, 1984, Erickson, 2006. The professionals who build a visible voice online usually do so through repeated attempts rather than perfect first impressions. In other words, progress often begins by digging a small passage through the snow, helping professionals build a visible presence. Many professionals know they should be more visible on LinkedIn but struggle with where to start, what to write about, or how to position their expertise effectively. In my work, I help professionals build a clear and authentic LinkedIn presence that supports their career goals. This includes clarifying their professional narrative, identifying meaningful topics to share, and developing a content approach that highlights their expertise in a natural and credible way. The goal is not simply to post more frequently, but to build a professional presence that attracts the right conversations, opportunities, and connections.